Welcome back, guys. We are going to do something a little different this time on this video. A friend of mine asked me if I could fix this rolling pin for her, and I said, well, I can sure give her a whirl. I don't do a lot of turning, but I can turn. So this looks like a pine rolling pin, maybe maple. It's probably maple. But I'm going to use oak handles and dowel rod. So I'm just going to do 2 whole new ones, obviously, because that dowel rod broke. So I'm just going to redo the whole thing, get something close to this. I guarantee I won't get it the same, but let's see what I can do. I'm gonna switch out my tip. Seems like it's a little dull. Let me get that done. I didn't explain earlier in the video, we're using about a 12-inch piece of oak. I inch and a half by inch and a half. I 45 the corners, ripped them down on the table saw to keep me from having to turn so much. So we'll get started again. So just for you guys to know, I basically have self-taught myself. I ain't saying what I'm doing is right, but it works for what I do. We're setting our gauge of how wide our original one is. And obviously on something like this, you don't have to go the exact size. I just want to get close. I still like a little bit of turning to get it down to the biggest part of it. So I'll keep doing that until we get closer. Almost there on one end.
Not a single one of my so-called friends has thanked me for feeling sorry for myself. That's one of 3 things I've learned this week.
All but there. A couple more minutes.
And ever lasted a full 5 minutes and not a second longer. I've got arthritis in my fingers.
We'll call that good. So that is going to be the total size. So now we need to go down to the center. I'll get this set before I start working on it. I'm just trying to replicate something quite like this. Don't have to be exactly the same, but close. Okay, so I just laid it on there. Got me a rough length. Hopefully you guys can see that line. This will be the first one. Okay, here's the total length. This here, that line there indicates where this flattens out. So this gives me a reference point not to go any farther than that straight in. See, I've actually made it a little bit wider. And then I want to start tapering up before I get all the way up there. So let's get started on taking this piece out right here. See how this turns out for us. And like I said, I self-taught myself, so I'm sure some people are going to say I'm doing it all wrong, and well, that's your right, I guess. But the way I look at it, the end result gets done, that's all that matters, right? So it's starting to look like about the same thing, ain't it? See, I gotta take that in a little bit farther. This would be my end point of flattening out. So I want to take this deeper right here. I'll take all this down to where I have a slight taper, and then gives me more of a flatness right here. So I need to take a little bit off right there, but not much. Still need a little bit more digging out. Like I said, it's not going to be the same, guys, but it's going to be similar to it for sure. And by golly, I think I can make that work for that one. So now we got to do the same thing over here. Can we do it twice? Or do we have a catastrophic fail? Oh, God only knows, right? So we'll stop it here before I start coming up again, and then the edge is right here. So let's see if we can do her twice. Try to get them as close as possible together.
Sex and self-help selves.
I don't have the best of turning tools. I mean, this is the Harbor Freight wood lathe that my son gave me several years ago, and I'm very thankful for it. Just a hair off of that. Trying to get as close as we can to symmetrical from this one to this one, and this one to this one. Alright, so I'm going to do some sanding while I got this on here. What I'll end up doing is cutting right here to separate them, obviously, and cut here, and then I will shape the top edge of the handle by hand without the lathe. You definitely want to do all your sanding on here, you can. That way you ain't got much to do when you get it off of here and cut down, because it's a pain in the butt when they're like that, small and round. Good work, guys. Make sure you guys share and comment and subscribe. We really like to have feedback on the items we've been building. So we're going to go over to miter saw and cut these down and get them finished up, and then we'll have to drill center, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, we'll get this cut down. Just take your time on these small pieces. Alright, see if we can drill this without screwing it up. I did center it and center punch it. Well, what do we think? I'm a little off-centered. Story of my damn life, guys. Well, alright, guys. Had some hell with this dowel rod. Well, I didn't have hell with dowel rod. The bushing was for a 3/8 dowel rod. Well, I think that's 3/8, close to it. But I didn't like the way the slop was in here. See how that, I mean, I know that's what that bushing's for, but it's also, you know, thinner. This one, it still got slop, but I got the bushing drilled out, and then I didn't have one, they didn't have one, whatever it was, and I made my own bushing out of a bifold hardware bushing, the roller. So there's that. And then all I got to do is epoxy them on there. I got to do my sanding, so I'm going to get this ends the way I want it, and get this finished up right here, around this over just a little bit on both of them, and we'll have this baby done. This is going to have a little hole in it, So I'll fill that with some wood putty. Call that good. All right, I'm gonna do this on the hand router. All this crap out of the way. This bit switched out. I think I'm gonna use me a little 1/4 inch round over. I think that's gonna be plenty. You guys get to this point in the video, in the comments write lathe, type in lathe, and subscribe and comment and share, and I'm going to send you a free gift. You'll email me and we'll get together, we'll get your address and send you a free gift. One of a kind bottle opener, or maybe a cutting board, or who knows what the surprise will be. That's the best part about getting a gift, and it's a surprise. So yep, comment in there. What do you think, guys? So I just got to epoxy it. Little, I don't know how quick this is, but 5-minute epoxy, I guess. So we'll see what we can do here. See if I can keep from getting it all over me. Well, we'll let that set for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever I decide, and I think we're gonna call that a win, buddy. All right, guys, like always, remember that code word in there, lathe. So just please share, like, and comment, subscribe. We would love to carry on doing cool projects for you guys. So let us know if you have any ideas, and we'll try to do them. Thanks.